Hello and welcome. I'm Bimbo Loyede. Tonight, Nigerian Army speaks out on the controversy over General Buhari's certificate, says document is not in its possession. PDP dissociates itself from newspaper advert on APC presidential candidate by Governor Ayodele Fayose. INEC says some internally displaced people in the northeast will be disenfranchised in next elections due to lack of proper data. And Shia Houthi rebels attack Yemeni president's home in the country's capital, Sana'a, shattering a ceasefire deal.
On Business News tonight, the Monetary Policy Committee leaves the benchmark rate at 13%, citing development in the economy.
The Nigeria Golf Federation inducts 22 amateur players into the professional cadre.
We begin with the controversy surrounding the academic qualifications of the presidential flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress, APC, retired General Muhammadu Buhari. It may be far from over, as the Nigerian Army has confirmed that it is not in possession of the former head of state's school's leaving certificate. In an affidavit sworn to by General Buhari and submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission, the APC presidential candidate had claimed that his academic qualifications were with the Secretary, Nigerian Military Board. But according to the Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Olajide Laleye, besides other qualifications obtained by the General while in service, the Army is only in possession of a letter from the principal of the Provincial Secondary School, Katsina, recommending General Buhari as fit for military commissioning in 1960.
The dust raised over the academic qualification of the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, retired General Muhammadu Buhari, is yet to settle. While the former head of state insists that his credentials are in the custody of the military, the Nigerian Army says it is not in possession of the West African School certificate of the retired general. According to the Army, even though General Buhari filled the Nigerian Army Form 199A, saying he obtained credits in 4 subjects and a pass in another, it is however not in possession of a certificate to prove the qualification.
The entry made on the Nigerian Army Form 199A at the point of documentation after commission as an officer indicated that the former head of state obtained the West African School certificate in 1961 with credits in relevant subjects, namely English language, geography, history, health science, Hausa, and then a pass in English literature. In his personal file, the Nigerian Army does not have the original copy of his WASC, nor does the Nigerian Army have a certified true copy of that WASC result, nor an original copy, a photocopy. We don't have that.
The Army spokesman told journalists that the Army is in possession of a recommendation letter from the principal of the secondary school the retired general attended, and he passed around the document for journalists' perusal. The letter read in part, "I recommend him fit for military commissioning. I consider that he will pass the West African School certificate examination in English, mathematics, and 3 other subjects."
The records available indicate that Major General Muhammadu Buhari applied to join the military as a Form 6 student of the Provincial Secondary School, Katsina, on 18 October 1961. His application was duly endorsed by the principal of the school, who also wrote a report on him and recommended him to be suitable for military commission.
The Army hopes that its clarification will later arrest the controversy surrounding the academic qualification of General Buhari as the campaign for next month's general elections by political parties reach its climax. Amaka Okafor, Channels Television News.
Meanwhile, Kano State in northwest Nigeria stood still today for the All Progressives Congress candidate, General Muhammadu Buhari. Supporters of the party defied the scorching sun for over 8 hours, waiting for his arrival with his campaign team. And in Rivers State, the party's governorship campaign also witnessed a large turnout of supporters as the candidate, Pt.1 Dakuku, promised to create wealth for the people.
It looks unbelievable, but that's the extent of support the APC presidential candidate, General Muhammadu Buhari, and his team are receiving from supporters in Kano State, northwest Nigeria. Everyone here wants to be at a vantage position, even at the topmost area, to catch a glimpse of General Muhammadu Buhari. The crowd is overwhelming, and movement for their special guest is difficult. It takes over 30 minutes for him to make his way through to cheers from a crowd that converged for over 8 hours. While this is happening in Kano,
we will not be having any breakdown of law and order.
APC supporters in Obigbo local government area of Rivers State, South region of Nigeria, also converged to cheer the governorship candidate, Pt.1 Dakuku.
We don't get police. We believe in you, don't let us to be. I should know law. We believe in you.
Mr. Dakuku is full of promises to improve the living standard of the people when voted in. He advises the electorate to vote and guard their votes jealously.
I promise you, on behalf of all Progressives Congress, on behalf of President Buhari in waiting, that on the 14th, as you go to cast your vote for APC, that place where you see handheld broom, I promise you, that will mark the end of poverty in Nigeria in Jesus' name.
Mr. Dakuku, who was the chairman House Committee on Petroleum Resources, also speaks up on the federal government's fuel price cut.
When crude oil was selling for $100 and $120 a barrel, we were selling fuel at 97 naira per liter. Now, crude oil is selling for $45 per barrel. What it means is that the price of fuel should have come down from 97 to around 40 naira. Are they not cheating us?
The APC governorship rallies moved from Obigbo to other local government areas in the state. Loretta Chiogo, Channels Television News.
The Goodluck Sambo 2015 campaign organization has distanced itself from a controversial newspaper publication campaigning against the candidacy of the All Progressives Congress presidential flag bearer, General Muhammadu Buhari. The director of media for the campaign organization, Femi Fani-Kayode, told journalists in Abuja that the party believes in the sanctity of life and does not wish the retired general any ill feelings. He also pointed out that the Ekiti State Governor, Ayodele Fayose, who sponsored the publication, is a respected member of the party, and the advert is his opinion.
What I can tell you on our part at the Presidential Campaign Organization is that this does not represent the opinion of the Presidential Campaign Organization or indeed the President. It is his opinion, which he's entitled to, and he's somebody that we have immense respect for. He's a leading member of our party. I have spoken with him, but for anybody to suggest that this is the position of the Presidential Campaign Organization or President Goodluck Jonathan, that would be most unfair. If we wanted to say something like that, we would say it without any kind of apology. But of course, we would never say this. We believe in the sanctity of life. We also believe that it's important that we recognize the fact that age is not an indication of how long somebody will live. We believe strongly that we must continue to show immense respect to the person of General Buhari in terms of his person and his health, though we believe it's important for us to raise questions about facts. And you know what those questions are, and we'll continue to raise those questions. But we do not wish him ill, we do not wish him dead, we wish him long life, and we believe strongly that such sentiments can be aired by individuals, but certainly not in our name. And let me also end by saying this. Governor Fayose never said that he was speaking on behalf of President Goodluck Jonathan. He said he was speaking on his own behalf. He issued it in his name. And I have to, again, emphasize that that is his opinion, and he's entitled to it.
Well, as the parties continued their rallies in different parts of the country today, it was a tale of violence in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, where hoodlums unleashed mayhem during the governorship campaign flag-off of the Social Democratic Party, SDP. The crisis began as soon as the governorship candidate, Seyi Makinde, stepped out to make his speech at the venue of the rally. The hoodlums were said to have attacked the crowd, resulting in the violence which disrupted the activities. Before trouble started, however, the national chairman of SDP, Chief Olufalaye, told the crowd that his party's candidate in the state stands for equity, justice and desirable change that the state needs at this time. In part two, after the break, some petrol stations yet to adjust their petrol pump price to 87 naira per litre in compliance with the federal government's directive.